Hello, this is the Tradesight U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for Wednesday, the 18th of November, 2015. Hope you're having a good trading week. Here's a look at the ES front month futures contract, as we always start with. This is the S&P futures contract in daily form, the more accurate way to track what's going on in the markets. And as you can see, basically a flat session here on Tuesday after bouncing Friday off of that red static trend line, which was created by the 9-bar move up, which topped us out at the highs right before equal to where we were back in August before everything rolled over. So what did we get net for the day? Crude oil up 38 cents to 41.05. There's a look at that, but very near the all-time lows again on that. The S&P literally lost $2.75, 2.75 points. Not a big deal there. It was not a very big day for movement. The NDX gained 35 cents. I think I said the bounce was on Friday. The bounce was on Monday. Sorry about that. The NDX gained 35 cents, which is as flat as that one can get. SOX was up 3.79, also very unexciting. Biotech's up $45.73. It's a decent bounce in the biotechs, I guess. The VIX back up, actually, 68 cents to 18.84. It's not positive for the market when you're flat, but the VIX is up like that. The trend, 1.22. That's also the 10-day moving average, so there's no major signal there. Got the NASDAQ volume closed at 1.6 billion shares again, basically in line with the lighter days of last week. Interestingly, the decliners led advancers on the NASDAQ by 206, even though it was up fractionally. And even though the S&P was only down 2, decliners led advancers by 807. Quick look at some of the big ones. Google down 440, still near the highs. Apple down 48 cents. Amazon down $4.51. Netflix up $5.75. That's a breakout on Netflix. Remember, I talked about this one still has the chance to push into the end of the year, given the fact that it is up for the year, just not as much as Amazon and Google have been. And gold down $15.80. That's a breakdown in gold. Look at that new daily chart low over the last year in gold. All right, let's take a look at the intraday action, see what we got. Not very exciting. Pretty small gap up, filled it quickly, dead flat for the first hour. Made a move after that to the upside. Topped out just coming into lunch, drifted back to the range that we'd already covered. Went a little lower after lunch, but rebounded to close basically even. Here's the NASDAQ side, pretty much the same as we know the NASDAQ closed flat for the session. So that doesn't give us a lot of great information with volume being weak, market really going nowhere, and no internals really changing much. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff going on in Europe right now related to terrorism, and that may be a little bit of the focus that's taken everybody's eye off the markets for a bit here. Economic data-wise, we have housing starts and building permits an hour before the bell. Crude oil inventories, that's the weekly number an hour into the market. The release of the minutes from the last Fed meeting, this can cause a spike at 2 p.m. Eastern time with 2 hours left. Thursday, we have some more data. Friday, we have nothing. The other thing to keep in mind, though, is this is expiration week for options. Therefore, Wednesday is the most likely day to get the options unraveling move. So we'll be looking at that very carefully after the first hour's play. It's a very specific thing that happens. And if you don't get it Wednesday, you tend to get it Thursday. This is a single expiration. Next month's the triple expiration. And next week, of course, is Thanksgiving in a short week. We'll be in the lab helping you make some money. Take a trial of our services if you haven't. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you do find these videos useful, please like them on YouTube. It does help us out. Have a great trading Wednesday.